Hey everyone, Hal here. Today we're going to change the strings on this ukulele. It's been 2 years since I changed the strings and I'm not happy with the intonation on it. So let's do that. We'll go over everything. I'll show you how to tie the strings up here at the headstock and also how to tie it here at the bridge. Very detailed. Zoom in, show you everything you need to know. Let's get right to it. To change strings, we actually need a couple of things. I like to use a string winder. I got this one from Sweetwater Music. They just spin around like this. I'll show you how to use it in a little bit. They're great. Another thing I'm going to use to cut off the extra string is a pair of dikes. Sometimes we call these wire cutters. And of course, you're going to need some new strings. I'm going to use these strings right here. This is an Aquila soprano low G set, but this will work really great for this ukulele. It's not a soprano ukulele, but it's a concert ukulele. It'll work great. This particular ukulele that I've got is a Kala. I like it very much. It's a K-A-C-G concert ukulele. And that's the low G right there. I like the low G because it's more like a guitar. The traditional ukulele strings, this one isn't an octave higher, like that. But I like the low G. Izzy, or Israel Kamakawi wa Ole, used a low G. So I thought I'd try it. Now, of course, the first thing we need to do is to take the old strings off the ukulele. I'm just going to take everything off and then we'll clean it up. This is where I use the string winder. It comes in really handy. Now, of course, you can just do it by hand like this, or you can do it with a string winder like this. So much faster. You have to make sure you do it the right way, or it will break the string, but that's okay. It won't hurt the ukulele at all. All you have to do is unwind it a little bit, take it right off like this. Now that we've got the strings off the headstock, now we just have to take it off the bridge too. Right there. Now with the strings loosened, this is exactly what they look like. I wanted to give you a very clear look of how the strings are attached to the bridge before I actually take them off. Now to get them off, it's pretty simple. You just have to loosen the strings. Sorry, my fingers are in the way, but I'm not sure how else to do this. Now with the strings off, we can actually see really easily the little bends or dents in the strings. I'm not sure if it shows up on the camera very well. One thing that may happen when you take the strings off of an instrument, you may find that the saddle will fall off of the instrument. That's okay. Many saddles are not glued on, so all you have to do is just place it back the way you found it. Be careful so that you don't, oops, pay attention so you know which way it goes. So this will just move around. It's okay, it's not a big deal. The string tension holds it on and in place. Now this is a little bit dusty, so we're going to clean it. So what I like to do is make sure I have a paper towel on hand and a rag, and I just lightly wipe off the instrument, get the dust off and the fingerprints. Now I'm going to wipe down the sides and the back and the neck, in between the tuners, on the face of it also. If you want to, you can use this Old English lemon oil to protect the fretboard. I really like to do this. I only do this maybe once every 1 or 2 years on this particular instrument. Take your paper towel, put a little bit of lemon oil on it, and then just put the oil on the fretboard itself. It's pretty simple. I'm even going to do the bridge right here. Really helps to protect it. Once you put lemon oil on the fretboard and on the bridge, you'll need to wipe off the excess. I do that with a paper towel. Just take your time. Once that's done well, then you'll notice how nice and fresh everything will look and how new it will look. Now that we've got our instrument prepped, let's get our strings out of the package and get ready to put them on. These particular strings have a color coding on the end. Red, green, and blue. Red is the A string, blue is the E string, and green is the C string. And this one right here, low G string. Now I got to pick out the next string. Let's see, the green one is the C. See that green tip right there? What we do is we put it through the hole. You want to go under the tail and then around like this. Go underneath. Now we're going to do this twice, just like that. I need to get this tail underneath like that. Now I'm going to pull it. Yeah, that'll work. What I'm going to do now is take this G string and start to wind it on to the ukulele. This is what I do to measure the string. I just have 4 fingers like that. Then I take the string winder and wind the string onto the ukulele. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the top of the tail. Let's do it really slow. And then it's going to go around. And after it goes around, then I'm going to push the string over itself so that this string right here goes over the one that's winding on. And then I'm going to guide it into that slot right there and tighten it up until I get a note. Okay, one of the things I want to do is I want to put this tail underneath just like that. Now I'm going to tighten it up again. Made a mistake. See that? I need to have this saddle underneath that string. So I need to loosen it and put it underneath the string. There we go. Just like that. All right, I'll tighten it up again. All right, now I'm going to put this tail in that loop right there. You know what? Trying to do this for the camera is so much harder than just doing this for myself. I've decided. There. Same thing that I do here. I let that string come all the way around, and then I push it over itself, just like that. And then guide it into that slot. Next, I'm going to find the blue-tipped string, which is the E string. I'm going to put it on just like I did the last one, flip this over a couple of times, and I'm going to tighten this one up. I always measure 4 fingers like that on the string when I get ready to put it on at the top here at the headstock, because I need plenty of string to wind around that tuning peg. So this looks a little shorter because it's a soprano set with a concert ukulele. So now that I'm measuring 4 fingers, I don't have a whole lot of tail left over here because these are soprano strings and this is a concert ukulele, so that's why it's a little different. So let's wind it on here. Now let's see what the bridge looks like now. This tail is going under there, this tail is going under there, and everything looks great. Now let's get the last string. This is a red tipped string, the high A string. We're going to put it in the hole in the bridge, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop this tail around so that the tail comes this way, and I'm going to put it under the E string. Four fingers again. And then start wrapping the string around the tuning peg. Once I get it to go over itself, then I guide it into the hole. Can you see the mistake that I made there? This is it. This string and this string and this string are all going this way. This one is going the wrong way, so I need to redo that one. So I unwind the string, get it loose, so I can wrap it around the other way, which is just as well, because also what I want to do is loosen the string and put this tail underneath the E string. So let's just do that right now. That looks pretty good. Now I will properly fix the string at the top. Now the headstock looks good. These strings are going the right direction. Around that way, around that way, around this way, and around that way. We want these strings to go over itself so it locks it in place, like that, and like that. One thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to cut the tails off of these strings until they are completely tightened, and I give it a couple of days, because if this happens to start slipping, I want to be able to retighten it again. So far, this is what the bridge looks like before I really start to tighten the strings. This is the G string, the C string, the E string, and the A string. You can see where the tails are. This tail goes under the C string, this tail goes under the E string, and it's actually going all the way over here under the A string too. The tail of the E string goes under the A string tail goes under the E string. So for the next 8 minutes of this video, I actually tuned the ukulele so that you can see exactly what to expect when you put new strings on. It's not exactly easy because the strings stretch a lot right at the beginning. All right, we'll see you later. Take care, and we'll see you next time, okay? This one has to go up to E. These strings stretch a lot, so just be patient with them. You can see that I keep twisting it and it's not going up very fast. There we go. Okay, let me get it up to pitch. Hear how that note just sinks? Now if I pull the string, wow. It's really important that we pull the string just a little bit and get some of that stretch out of the string. I guess I could do it with the there we go. That's better. I'm going to pull this one too. Pull them, stretch them out. I could skip over this whole process, but you wouldn't see how much I actually have to do if I do that. I mean, I could just skip to, hey, it's tuned, isn't that great? But then you'd be like, how come mine doesn't do that? That's why I'm taking the time to do this. So you will say, oh yeah, mine is just like Hal's. There we go. G. That's an A sharp again. B, C, E, that's a little high, a little low. A, low high, G, G sharp, A, G, a little sharp still, pull it, here we go, G, A sharp, B, C. Boy, I can feel that stretching. Getting closer. Little high. There we go. Can you hear it going out? That's amazing. Now this G string is really getting stretched out. It's nice. C, yeah, it's better. E, it's a little too high. A little too low. A little too high. Stretch it. That's better. A little too low. Too high. I'm actually going to go down with that one now. There we go. A little low. E, a little high. There we go. A, a little low. Well, I'm going to be here for a little while. Thanks for coming along. So, I would just play the ukulele, stretch the strings, keep tuning it, get it back in tune. Okay, thanks a lot for coming along. Talk to you later.